Hey everybody, hope you guys are healthy and safe. So I am stuck inside this hotel room for the next like 15, 16 days because I am undergoing a mandatory quarantine right now because I'm back in Hong Kong, and that's what Hong Kong slash China are making people do. Whenever you're entering the country from outside of Hong Kong or China, you have to quarantine for 21 days. I've already done like 5 or 6 days. The hotel is surprisingly nice considering I got one of the cheaper ones because I don't have that much money to spend. But for Hong Kong, this is considered pretty spacious, and I actually have a pretty good window view that overlooks the Thai culture area, and I can actually see some ocean. The weather is really gloomy today, but on a better day, I can see the sunset too, and you can actually people watch down the streets, which is good because when you're stuck inside for 21 days, you have very, very little human interaction. So at least I can see other people go about their day. It'll keep me sane. Anyway, even though I'm in quarantine, I have work today because I just got a delivery from Vivo. I believe these are the Vivo V23 devices, so let's unbox them. Okay, so I am getting two devices, the Vivo V23 and the Vivo V23 Pro. Let's unbox the standard V23 first. So Vivo's V series, I've been testing them for a long time. They are known for the selfie cameras. Like they've had really crazy specs for the front-facing camera, like a 44 megapixel camera, stuff like that. But this year, new to the V23 series is this new back design with, I believe, the color changes as you put it under different lighting. Oh yeah, it does look really nice, and we can see that it has that flat sides design, just like a recent iPhone. It does feel pretty nice in the hand, and I will say that Vivo actually chamfered the edges a little bit, so it feels a little bit curvier in the hand than a typical iPhone 12 or iPhone 13. So I believe the standard V23 has a 64, yeah, it says so right here, 64 megapixel main camera and a 50 megapixel selfie camera around the front. Unfortunately, it does come in a notch, but I guess Vivo's excuse is because it packs such a pixel dense selfie camera, then it needs a notch, I guess. Let's check out what else is in the packaging. So you have a soft jelly case, a charging brick, earbuds, and also a USB-C cable along with a SIM ejector tool. So you're getting quite a lot considering this is a mid-range device. Now let's check out the V23 Pro. So the V23 Pro is curvier. You can feel that right off the bat. It also has the exact same color changing back. And we can see the camera system is upgraded a little bit. It says 108 megapixel here compared to the 64 megapixel of the V23. I gotta say, in terms of in-hand feel, the V23 stands out a little bit more because of the flat sides. Like this just feels like the 150 other Android phones that I've already tested in the past year. So the V23 Pro runs on the MediaTek Dimensity 1200, it's a 6nm chip, whereas the V23 runs on the MediaTek Dimensity 920. Both of these are 5G ready, but obviously this chip is a little bit newer. It's a little bit more capable. And the Pro model also has a 50 megapixel selfie camera, which sounds insane. But let's test the selfie really quick. Okay, so the selfie camera has two focal lengths. It might be because there are two lenses here. Oh yeah, there's two lenses. So one is ultra wide, one is wide. Okay, let's try shooting against backlight. Yep, it managed to expose the outside window properly, even though in the viewfinder it did not. Okay, let's test the main camera a little bit, even though I can't step outside, so this is all I can shoot. So we have a 108 megapixel main camera, and then 8 megapixel ultra wide. And then unfortunately, this last lens here is a 2 megapixel macro lens, so there is no zoom lens on this phone. No dedicated zoom lens anyway. But let's see how digital zoom looks. So we jumped up to 10 times zoom right now. There's a couple right there on that rooftop. I don't know if they're gonna make out or something later, but I should give them some privacy. Okay, so I'm gonna wait till it gets dark later and test the cameras a little bit more, but so far this looks like another mid-range Vivo V device that's pretty well built, has a pretty good looking screen. It's an OLED panel. It's only a 90 Hz display, unfortunately. and this notch is a little bit unsightly. But if you like taking selfies, this phone should do a really good job, because I've tested previous Vivo devices, the V series, and they beat like an iPhone or Samsung Galaxy devices in terms of selfie performance. So yeah, that's about it for this video. I'm going to test these two phones a little bit more over the next couple of days, and then I'll be back with a more in-depth first look impressions, or I might just wait a week and just do a review. Although I don't feel comfortable doing a full review inside a room, because I don't get to go out and test, cell reception, battery life when it's moving around town, stuff like that. But I'll have a think and see what content I'm going to do. So yeah, that's about it. Stay healthy and take care, okay?